Apologies for the stream crashing a little bit. Believer back up and running. Flyers back up and trying to get out of the zone. Robinson lays it off for Kitchen. Steves to Robinson, hit by Bell. Coming back the other way is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick around Steves. He's going to crashing into the boards hard. Getting up slowly. Still can't get up. There's a shot from Robinson that's wide, and it's going to be blown down. Kirkpatrick has lost a skate blade and now must shuffle his way to the bench. Still at the ringette line. He's finally going to get help from some teammates. So wasn't injured, just lost a skate blade.
All right, fans, it's time to get out your 50-50 tickets.
He still has to go on one. He's going on his right leg to the bench.
Here and see me here in the booth.
And we'll just get there.
Number is
there we go. He's helped in by Brewer.
2196. That's 45721.
Face on taken by the Flyers. That out. Blue line kept in by Adam. Here back in Maine. Robinson needs to be tripped up. Multiple players are falling into the boards. No call. Now keeping up with possession, Graham loses it, and the pass attempted for Shy up at the blue line. Goes right between his legs and all the way down the ice. And that flipped. Caught by Collins, but dropped. That out through the neutral zone, poked away by Meng. Loose just inside the zone. It's now sent out to the neutral zone, right to Alain, who was waiting. You're back down to Yerksa. Leaving that off for Hitchcock. Goes back into the neutral zone. Dijal. He's being chased by McAllister. He sends that over to Roy. Tries to make a nice toe drag wall. Apologies for the stream crashing a little bit. Believer back up and running. Flyers back up and trying to get out of the zone. Robinson lays it off for Kitchen. Steves to Robinson, hit by Bell. Coming back the other way is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick around Steves. He's going to crashing into the boards hard. Getting up slowly. Still can't get up. There's a shot from Robinson that's wide, and it's going to be blown down. Kirkpatrick has lost a skate blade and now must shuffle his way to the bench. Still at the ringette line. He's finally going to get help from some teammates. So wasn't injured, just lost a skate blade.
All right, fans, it's time to get out your 50-50 tickets.
He still has to go on one. He's going on his right leg to the bench.
Here and see me here in the booth.
And we'll just get there. There we go. He's helped in by Brewer.
2196. That's 45721.
Face out taken by the Flyers. That out. Blue line kept in by Adam. Here back in Maine. Robinson, he's going to be tripped up. Multiple players are falling into the boards. No call. Now keeping up with possession, Graham loses it, and the pass attempted for Shy up at the blue line. Goes right between his legs and all the way down the ice. And that flipped. Caught by Collins, but dropped. Got out through the neutral zone, poked away by Meng. Puck's loose just inside the zone. It's now sent out to the neutral zone, right to Alain, who was waiting. Here back down to Yerksa. Leaving that off for Hitchcock. Goes back into the neutral zone. Dijal. He's being chased by McAllister. He sends that over to Roy. Back over Lejao. Lejao in the defensive zone. Back to Roy. Computer casually blue screening, so we lost connection for a couple minutes. Back in the action, however. 5 minutes left to go. Now back to Kitchen. Kitchen waits before banking off. Team sends it off to Boulay. Going back to Redier. McFadden. Toe drag release. The shot in by Jayet. Still kept in by the Flyers. Working in. Poland shot score. Team. And Kitchen making his way to the corner. Some hard hits happening in the corner before it's taken out by Robinson. Robinson makes his way around one. Is he going to the corner before it's taken out by Robinson. Robinson makes his way around one. Is he going to have a shot? He's going to poke check it, but it's saved and turned away by Baskin. When the offense, though, Duplessis stops, looks for a pass. The Kitchen's on the power play. And a nice pass right of O'Toole. Clears it out now. Could be a rush the other way. Here comes Duplessis. Duplessis in, but not behind. Duplessis. Try to pass out in front. Goes off his skate. Kitchen, left point. Shot. Attempted deflection. Poland has it now down in the fire, specifically Poland. Down to Rodier. He's hit up against the boards by Giberson. Rodier still with it down in the left corner. Pass. Poland shooting. Save just got getting up slowly and struggling to stay on his feet. He's hurt and can't stand up. Now back in. Now it's eventually cleared up by the Caps. Dickinson. Up, trying to pass that over into the middle for Beasley. Back in, Dadal, the pass attempted for Duplessis. Now it's Nolan with the shot. It's off the iron. Sent up Bowles. He's going to hold the line. The shot deflected. They score. Chase after it. Met with by McAllister. Taken up by Duplessis. He's being chased by Bell. And then he'll reverse him, and Bell goes flying. Ramped off his stick right to Robinson. He has a 2-on-2. Tries to get by. He's going to slip. Dufool. 2-on-2. Tries to get by. He's going to slip. Dufool. Takes his time. Tries to send it back down to Robinson. That one's taken by Edmondson to the tape of Dickinson. Pass up. Potential 2-on-1. McDonald with Dickinson. McDonald to Dickinson. The shot. He scores. Robinson with speed. Up the right. Trying to cut in. Robinson still with it. He's taken down. Middle backhander save by Yerxa. What a rush. What a last. It's going to be, guess what, kept in. Deflection to the corner. Now a big collision in the corner. Caps won't clear the zone. Roy will keep it in along the right side. Roy kept it in past Goodine. Dufool tried to send it in front. The backdoor pass. Through the neutral zone, in around the defense, cutting in. What a save by Yerxa again, and this time he loses his stick. Wait, consider his options and go to Steves. Steves over to the other side. There's a shot deflected and a glove save by Yerxa. Does it get any better? Zone kept in by Steves. Declan Steves shoots, saves, rebound in the blue paint. They score. It's Sam Nolan. Between Collins and believe Rodier. Pass out in front. Shooting is Collins, but he sends it wide of the net. Middle. Off the stick. Sent back to the neutral zone. Giberson cleared back in. Kitchen in the corner. He's hit big. They take possession. Alain. Pass to Nolan. He's fresh out of the box. Nolan around more to the slot. The shot is. He stops. Passes over to Steves. Now cleared out. It's a race. Winning is Duplessis. Just couldn't get by Edmondson. A good defensive back check. Flyers are going to keep
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, welcome.
Flyers.
Here's your Dieppe Flyers. We now at this time would like everybody to please stand if you're able, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And here we go, all set for puck drop here on this edition of the Dieppe Flyers Live. Brought to you by MST, and tonight they're taking on the Southern Rangers. They just recently played this team, in which that had resulted in a 7-1 victory for the Dieppe Flyers on December 8th at the Lord Beaverbrook. And notes for the Rangers lineup. Not in the lineup today is number 7, Carter Bezo, number 10, Reed Baskin, number 17, Carson O'Toole. Affiliate player in the lineup is number 16, Avery Dobbin. Saw him taking his rookie lap. And only lineup notes for the Flyers is wearing number 10 instead of his usual number 7 will be Xavier Arnett. Starting in net for both teams. In net for the Rangers, number 33, Sterling Baskin. He has a record of 3-5 on the season. And in net for the Dieppe Flyers is number 29, Xavier Powers. Quickly winning the draw is Smith. Passing it back to his defense, McKinnon. Skates back as he lost the puck, softs it over to Kosaboom. He quickly clears out of the zone, chipped off the boards by Cole. Cole skates it with speed, getting past McFadden, trying to center that out for Smith. Smith along the far boards, it's set up to the point for McKinnon. He shoots it wide into the corner, puck comes right up, just above the ring out line. Gonna be kept in by Kosaboom. Puck's loose, still pinned up against the boards. Looking like it's Cole emerging with it, going through the dot, trying to center it out, hit the pad of a Flyer. Walking back, here is Paulin. Paulin through the red line, gets held up by McKinnon. That will relieve him of the puck. It's to be thrown up here and all the way down the ice for a whistle. It was Jake Arbo trying to clear the puck out of the zone, and it goes off the boards. Just under a minute left to go here in the first period. And 2 of the top 3 scorers of the Rangers not being in the lineup. Allaby, you can add his name as well, not being in the lineup. And Carter Bezo, they're number 2 and 3 on their team. Flyers are going to certainly try to capitalize on that. Greenlee trying to get out of the zone. It's going to be kept in at the blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dadal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man in open ice. Behind the Dadal gets poked off. Duplessis right behind him. Fights on his backhand. Walks up to about the hash marks. Gets poked off. Muffet trying to flip it out of the zone. It will just barely cross out of the zone, and a hit up against the boards by Bellier will cause an offside. This game, the only game in the action in the league tonight of the NB/PI U15 AAA hockey to be cleared by the Flyers. Kept in behind the net, McQuaid stumbles a little bit whilst being pressured here by Dufour. McQuaid wins the battle, lays a light sauce up for, looks like that's Throop. Now going behind the net, Blacquial. Going up against Dufour, there's a sharp angle shot saved by Bassett. It's up in the air, it's going to be knocked down. Jaillet finding his way through Throop. Behind the net's Blacquial, finding on his backhand, sending it around for affiliate player Dobbin. To be kept in by the backhand of Roy Blacquial. Finding in the corner, goes behind the net for Muffet. He waits, emerges from the net. That passes out of the reach of Throop and will go all the way down the ice, and this will go for an icing. Muffet so far on defense, been a bit quiet in 18 games played. Still looking for his first goal in U15 AAA hockey, but he has 3 apples to his name. We're gonna redo that face-off again. Stepping in to take it is Poland. He went against Stevens, and Stevens won the draw. Finding in the corner, McKinnon. Captain McKinnon, Stevens, that passes for Kosoboom, cleared up, trying to get that to Bellier, went for a hit, and hit his noggin right on the dasher, and he is getting up slow, luckily right next to his bench. Taking the puck is Muffet, going right behind the net, getting right back on the ice. Pressured by Poland, put behind the net. Over from McKinnon. McKinnon flips it high in the neutral zone. He's trying to get that one to Cole. It does get by Cole, but the last line of defense is Steve, so chip it back in. Kosoboom, Muffet clears it in between the legs of Legier. Going behind the net, Legier picks it up, banks it off the boards for Poland. Doesn't receive it, goes out of the zone. McKinnon now battling up with McFadden, ends up taking the puck and into the offensive zone. Throop regathers. Pass out for Muffet, he'll flip it out into the center ice circle. Alain, who's fresh off the bench, flips it high in the zone. Dalal, pick it up on his forehand, loose puck, makes a nice move into the zone and is poked off before he can get a shot off on goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down for Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up, past the ringette line, nearing the blue line, he shoots, blocker saved by Baskin and will hit the netting. And the Rangers, for at least the past 30 seconds, only had 4 players on the ice. We'll take a quick look at the quick shot and the 2 saves coming from Baskin. Face-off will go to Baskin's left. Rangers making some last-minute changes. Again, still with 4 players on the ice. Coming off the bench is Dobbin. Lines up in the face-off dot. Getting kicked out of the draw is Greenlee. Dobbin to take the draw up against Nolan. Well, that's Throop rather in against Nolan. Puck's dropped right on the dot. Loose puck being rattled around before Duplessis goes up to the blue line, throws it for Alain. He backhands that for Dalal. Still up high near the blue line. Dalal goes down for Duplessis in the face-off circle. Back to the blue line. Jaya tries a shot. That's blocked by the stick of Dobbin. Down low trying to get it out was Lewis. Nolan, being the stronger man, finds it and tries to put it to Dalal. It's rimmed around the boards. It goes to about the ringette line and stopped back in. Jaya still possession, banking it off the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis, high slot, not shooting. He passed on right to Nolan, who couldn't quite get a shot off. He was being tied up. Blue line, Jaya gonna have a shot. It's deflected and blocked and deflected about 3 times before it eventually stays on the net. Throop going behind the net before he's hammered into the boards by Dalal. Finding it in the corner. And it's gonna be cleared out. Alain, last one on defense. Throws it over on a spin pass for Jaya. Clears it into the zone pass. Blacquial picking up his McQuaid. Quickly coming behind it the other way is Robinson. He gets pinned up against the boards by not only McQuaid. There's a shot through the crease of Baskin. Kitchen finding it at the blue line. Put it down behind the net. It goes by Robinson. Pinching in his Steves. Getting by Smith. Now out of his own zone goes McQuaid. He fires it through the legs of Kitchen. Robinson rimming it around the boards before Stevens could get there. There's a shot from the blue line from McQuaid that was blocked. Cole tried to no-look backhander, ends up with Smith. Blue line, a fake shot, just slipped off his stick. Going back the other way are the Flyers. Steve stops, tries to get a shot off, and it's to be fired off the boards. Aiden Blacquiao, who tried to get a shot off at the blue line, fanned on it, slid off his stick. The Flyers had a 2-on-1 going the other way, but successfully defending that defenseman pairing, McQuaid and Blockier. Flyers now hounding the zone. It's going to be flipped out by McKinnon. No icing calls the linesman. Legier picks it up in his own crease, skates around over in his corner, trying to flip it out, blocked by Paulin. Greeley there as well. There's a collision there at center ice. Bellier takes down Seri. Legier in the corner, in the far corner, will send it high up against the boards. McKinnon in a foot race with Seri. McKinnon finds it on his backhand. Behind the net he goes. Will bank it around where he was just present. Skating out of his own quickly is Kosoboom leading the rush, passing it to the middle, deflected by Paulin. The Rangers are offside. We've played just over 6 minutes here in this first period. It's been mostly all Flyers so far with the chances. The Rangers still without a shot on net. Face-off will be won by the Southern Rangers. Smith will backhand into the zone. Jaya finds it behind the net, being hounded by Marshall Smith. He'll do a jet sweep and leave that off for Duplessis. Cram it along the boards. Keeping it in the zone is Lewis. Throwing it back, taking it is Dadao. Banking off the boards. Duplessis on the far boards. He's poked on defense. Now Smith trying to take it out of the zone. Alain sending it off the boards. Puck's going to go behind the net of the Rangers. Lewis makes a no-look backhand pass. Arbo, a stretch pass for Cole. Cole skating in through the middle with Smith with him. Cole shooting just wide of the net. We kept it at the blue line. Greeley getting that down. It's going to miss Smith, go behind the net. Cole going to go pressure Jaillet, get the puck, find his way to the corner, throw it out in front, and Greeley not turn around fast enough to find that puck. Lewis going to try to keep it in. It will get out of the zone. Flyers puck. Nolan makes a nice saucer pass to Duplessis. Stops. Makes a nice couple of dangles around Arbo. But all 4 other Flyers players changing. He had no room to go on a 1-on-4. Robinson off the bench in the corner. On his backhand. Waits. Spins around Greeley. Leaving it off for Steves. Jackson Steves. Getting around Arbo. Stops. Turns back the other way. Throws it out in front. And it's deflected. Flyer taken down. There's a shot that's blocked by Greeley. He'll pass it off to the near boards, trying to get the other one over for Throop. But Kitchen, first one there, puts it behind the net of the Rangers. Arbo clearing it around the boards. Goes by Balliea and cleared back. Arbo going to try the exact same thing on the other boards. Kitchen stopping this one. Throop gloving down the chip in. Dufour going to send it back behind the net. Back behind the net, and Gretzky's off his Blacquiao. Swings it around the boards over for Throop. He waits around the hash mark, skates into the dot, then flips it up, trying to get that to Greeley out of his reach, and we clear back in by Kitchen. Sending it, keeping it behind the net is Baskin. Blockier back present in Gretzky's office. Throws it over for Belliea. Banks off the boards, flash Agier. Belliea in along the right, shot saved by Powers. Flyers regain possession. Seri gets the outlet pass. Struggling to maneuver with the puck. Here he is, going up the near boards. Getting past Blacquiao while being shoved off the puck. McFadden gets the accidental drop pass. Then gets pinned up. McFadden still with it, trying to put it out in front. Poked loose by Blacquiao. And the pass up for Cole. Legier finding at the blue line. He'll try to keep it in. He won't keep it in. One linesman said it was onside. The other one whistled it offside. Face-off near the away penalty box. It'll be won by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Radier, who gets hit big along the boards. Take it out the other way, and the Rangers are going to draw a penalty. It's going to be a tripping call drawn by Marshall Smith, and we are going to see a Rangers power play. Going to the box is number 8, Bowden McFadden, getting his stick into the skates of Marshall Smith. And we will see the Rangers head to the power play. Face off to the left of Xavier Powers. Winning the draw is Stevens. It's sent to the blue line. Kosoboom skates around, tries some shifty maneuvers, but is poked off by Nolan.
Time of the penalty,
Kosoboom crosses it to Captain Max McKinnon. He stops to evade Nolan, but Nolan coming back from the dead right behind him, poked off and working his way in. Is Duplessis shorthanded. Duplessis stops, curls around, waits, still in the offensive zone. Duplessis showing off some nice stick handling and will make a wise penalty killing move and send it back to Jaye in neutral ice. He'll clear it off the boards, it will hit the netting and go out of play. This duo of Sam Nolan and Miguel Duplessis on the penalty kill, it's been working so far this whole season. Their Dieppe Flyers penalty kill has been very efficient and impeccable, and they both have a shorthanded goal each. Flyers will win the draw. Jaye clearing it back behind that at Baskin. Baskin stops and will leave it off for Lewis, or taking it there is Arbo. He's going to jet sweep, leave that off for Bellier. He skates it with speed, accelerates through center, waits, goes around a couple Flyers, so goes around the net, wraparound, scores! Coast to coast, it's Luke Bellier finding the puck, goes all the way behind the net of the Rangers to go all the way behind the net of the Flyers and make a nice wraparound move, making it a power play goal for the Rangers. That's going to be Bellier's 6th of the year. Before this, in 15 games, 5 goals, going to make it 6, and that's going to be his first power play goal of the year. Behind the net is McFadden. Back skating, puts it up to the blue line. There's going to be a shot from Steves, goes behind the net. Ready for it is Dallaire, McFadden. McFadden, Dallaire trying to scoop that out in front. Bellier trying to make one too many moves. Flyers intercept it. Arbo going up for a big hit. Keeping it in the zone is Steves from the clearing attempt of Muffet. Rangers clear the zone. Lewis, only one. He'll dump it in. He'll hit the glove of Powers and picking it up his Kitchen. Stops, looks for options in the corner, goes to Podin. Trying to center that one out over Robinson, but it's going to be taken away. A big collision at center ice on Will Cole, getting sandwiched between 2 Flyers. He's going to have to make his way to the bench. McQuaid trying to pile his way through center, intercepted by Robinson. Goes it on his forehand, but is poked off by Blockweir. Smith going the other way. The 228's going at it, Smith and Roy. He dumps it in behind the net of Powers. He leaves that off for Podin. Goes up to Steves. Smith in his own zone, poked off by Dufour. That's a pass up from Blockweir. Going all the way back for Roy in the Dieppe Flyers defensive zone. McQuaid finds it against the penalty box, trying to scoop it in. He's hit by Robinson big. And the Flyers will head back to the penalty kill. Nolan Robinson is going to go off for interference. And watch out when Nolan Robinson is on the ice. He will not be afraid to lay the body. This time just a little late. And will be an interference call. Rangers going back to the power play. Kosoboom, McKinnon, fires. Going behind the net. Put up to the blue line by Smith. McKinnon, cross ice for Kosoboom. Skates down in the zone, send it to Cole. Skates back up, pivots around, goes back into the path of Legier. Stevens going around the net. Smith cleared around the boards. Kosoboom nearing the ringette line, send it down to Cole. Cole, who is just near the face-off dot, puts it in the middle. Stevens shooting, multiple shots, saved by Powers, close and tight. Face-off taken by the Southern Rangers. Kasaboom battling over with Radier. Sent down to Cole. Cole steps in, sent to the middle, being whacked around. Roy trying to get a handle on it. And backhanding it out of the zone is Jamie Jaye. Just about a minute left on the power play. Taking it short-handed, Duplessis trying to make his way in front. It's loose puck, and it's poked off by McKinnon. Now battling in the corner, Duplessis. Pickpocketed by McKinnon. Gets poked back off by Duplessis. McKinnon going behind the net. Hitting the brakes and getting by Radier. That pass was over into the skates of Bizo. Lewis finds the puck in neutral ice. Waits. Goes back for his defenseman, Arbo. Arbo, that pass trying to get to Bellier. It's deflected by the stick of Liam Polan all the way back down to the Flyer end. Alain picking up behind the net on his backhand. He successfully evades Greeley. Going to be kept in by Lewis, or it won't. Barely out of the zone, deems the linesman. 14 seconds left on the Nolan Robinson interference call. 6:50 left to go in the first period. This is Dieppe Flyers hockey on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, being streamed by Maritime Stream Team. And that first Rangers goal, it's going to be Luke Bellier with the assist going to Dax Lewis. Dax Lewis getting now 6 points on the season, and there he is, seeing him pass it to Arbo. He'll throw it into the zone. Kitchen from behind the net. Power play now expired. 5-on-5. Walking in and picking it off. Here was Dobbin and couldn't quite get a shot off. Flyers now clear the zone. That pass from Robinson to Ponan to Kitchen. Trying to toe drag. Kitchen still with it on his forehand. Skates up. That's McFadden, rather, not Kitchen. Polan thrown in front, out of the reach of McFadden. Steve's going to clear it behind the net. Rangers now trying to execute a zone exit. Smith being pinned up against the board. It's going to be thrown in. Right in front of the creases. Lewis that takes it off the boards. Legier stepping in and pinching. Walks into the zone with the puck. Finding his way into the corner. Being pinned up by Lewis in the corner. Smith also there as well. Throws it up against the boards. Roy going to throw it wide to the left net. It's going to bounce behind the net. Lewis sends it against the boards. Arbo throws it behind the net. Robinson backhander in front, trying to get that over to Steves, and his one-timer fanned on it. Legier for Robinson. Gets bumped off the puck. Greeley sends it against the boards and all the way down the ice. Roy finds it behind the net. Skates up with speed, emerging from his zone. Gaining speed and accelerating, but loses the puck. It's poked off by Throop. Going back the other way is Cole battling with Legier. And we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Flyers. So once again, we'll see the Rangers go to the power play. This time it's number 27, Alex Legier. Going to get 2 minutes for a hold at 5:13. We'll show it again for you. Although taking that penalty may have stopped a scoring chance, it sure definitely did. Ref getting a glimpse of the net. Face off. Left of Powers. Rangers win the draw. Kasaboom at the right point. Sends it down for Cole. Back to Kasaboom. Over to McKinnon. McKinnon on the left. Kasaboom on the right. Over to Smith. Smith back up to the blue line. Over for McKinnon. McKinnon slides to the middle. Finds the puck on his forehand. Stops. Shoots. Saved. And the rebound is cleared over to the left corner. Smith puts it behind the net. Taking it there is Stevens. Being pinned up against the boards by Kitchen. Stevens trying to get out the Kasaboom, and it's cleared down the ice. About a minute 20 left to go. Still here in the power play. Getting out of his zone is Smith. Coming up with speed, losing the puck, but regaining it near the Flyer bench. Duplessis goes up for a hit, but it's cleared behind the net. Kitchen rims it around the boards, and he's stopped by McKinnon. Right point. Down to the right. Back up. High slot. Shot save. Rebound Smith. Still loose. Where is it? Just in the high slot. It's going to be cleared out by the Flyers, but kept in. And Kasaboom has cleared an attempt blocked by Nolan. Cole flips it. It'll go behind the net, left by Powers. Declan Steves finds it behind the net. It's cleared up against the boards. Almost a too many men as it hit Cole. Baskin leaves it behind the net. Stopping is Lewis. Gonna have a jet sweep with Bellier. Where have we seen this before? Going up. This time he's poked by Dalal. Dalal shooting toe drag release block. Dalal still fighting for possession. Trying to clear that out of the zone is McQuaid. Dalal tips it. A shot from City behind the net. Muffet stops, curls around City. Going behind the net, McQuaid. Steps out, just left of the crease, then passes it into the neutral ice. Trying to get that one over for Muffet. Bellier steps into the zone, leaves it off. McQuaid stepping in with the shot is wide and the deflection just behind the net. Believe that was Muffet who had a wide open backdoor. Flyers now off the penalty kill. We'll play 5-on-5. Rangers trying to send that out in front. City finds the loose puck. Sent along the boards. Chipped. McFadden in with Dallaire trying to get it to the middle. And it's to be cleared away and slapped by Lewis. Lewis trying to regain possession in the corner. Rangers going to clear it out. This will not go for icing. It hits the stick of Anne going behind the net. Steves to Anne. Pass up to Paulin. In center ice. That pass for Radier. Gets by Blacquier. Going in the corner up against McKinnon. Radier and McKinnon lifting each other's sticks before it's cleared around the net. Greeley going up with McFadden. It's cleared around by Blacquier. McKinnon passing that over to Throop. Bumped off by Radier. Still a loose puck. It's found in the corner. Bringing it out is Radier taken down. Poland over the shot. McFadden the shot save. Radier, who had possession for a split second, sent it off into the corner. Then reverses Blacquier. Flyer still with the puck at McFadden. Sent down Radier. Goes back into the corner. Looks for more options. All players from the Rangers on one side of the ice. McKinnon. He's battling with Poland behind the net in the corner. Poland. Light pass off to McFadden. Waits, has to avoid a hit by Dobbin, and it'll be cleared out of the zone. Less than 2 minutes. Flyers now with a D-to-D pass for Allen in their own zone. It's quickly shot up for Paulin. Now in the Rangers defensive zone, skating back with it. There's a pass to Blacquier. Blacquier pass in the middle is up by Dalal. Into the zone, Dalal shooting pad save by Baskin. Dobbin picks up the loose puck, flips it out into the middle. It is almost drilled by Steves, who had lost the stick. Baskin leaves it behind the net for Greeley. That's Blacquier rather, skating up slowly. Gets to about the red line before he flips it into the zone of the Flyers. Well, clears it behind the net as he was being pressured by Smith. Cole is taken down in the corner. A Flyer went with him. Out in the neutral zone, Smith trying to get a stick on it. Roy up with speed. Mathieu Roy shooting, just missing the net, not by very much. Kitchen chipping it in for the Flyers. Smith lays that back for Kostaboom. Less than a minute here to go. Kostaboom in the corner. Rimmed along the boards. Kept in by Dalal. Hit against the boards by Smith. Dalal still with it on his forehand, trying to protect the puck. In up and tight with him is Stevens. Dalal trying to clear it and blocked by the body of Smith. It'll go out to Steves, who is nearing his zone. Kostaboom over for Arbo. Into the middle, poked away. It was a big reverse hit. Bellier steamrolling Kitchen and open ice. Behind the net is Steves. Clears it up against Verdufool, and we're going to have a penalty. And Luke Bellier is going to get a roughing call. So we're going to head to a Flyers power play. First power play of the game for them, coming with 14.1 left to go in the period. Claiming in the box, trying to go around him. Not going to change the mind of the official. First power play for the Flyers. Only with 14 seconds left to go in the first. Out in the power play unit, Duplessis, Robinson, and Dufool. Clearing attempt is blocked by the blade of Jaillet. Skates in, gets past one. Jaillet still with it behind the net. Sends it up. Robinson with a shot blocker save, and that will end the period. So a well-battled first for both teams. But up with the outright lead are the Southern Rangers, 1-0. And recapping the goals in the first, only one, and it was a beauty. Luke Bellier going coast to coast and a wraparound goal. He's assisted by Dax Lewis, and that is the only goal thus far. 1-0 Rangers after the first. Stick around, 10-minute intermission and second period action of Flyers and Rangers on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MSD, is next. The blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dallal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man and open. Who's fresh off the bench, flips it high in the zone. Dallal picking up on his forehand, loose puck. Makes a nice move into the zone. Fun goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down for Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up, past the ringette line. And in the blue line, he shoots. Blocker saved by Stop back in. Jaya still possession, banking off the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis, high slot, just not shooting, he passed on right to... No icing calls the linesman. Legier picks it up in his own crease, skates around over in his corner, trying to flip it out, blocked by Paulin. Greeley there as well. There's a collision there. Oh, a stretch pass for Cole. Cole skating into the middle with Smith with him. Cole shooting just wide of the... Blockier back present in Gretzky's office. Throws it over for Bellier, banks off the board, splash Legier. Bellier in along the right, shot save. Face off near the away penalty box has been won by the Flyers. Legier, D-to-D pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets the Flyers. Legier, D-to-D pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets hit big along the boards. Take it up the other way. Speed accelerates through center, waits, goes around a couple Flyers. So goes around the net, wraparound, score! Up his Kitchen, stops, looks for options in the corner, goes to Ponat. Trying to center that one out for Robinson, but it's going to be taken away a bit. Going all the way back for Roy in the Dieppe Flyers defensive zone. McQuaid finds it against the penalty box, trying to scoop it in. He's in. Send it down to Cole. Cole, who is just near the face-off top, puts it in the middle. Stevens shooting multiple shots. He successfully evades Greeley. Going to be kept in by Lewis, or it won't. Sends it against the boards. Arbo throws it behind the net. Robinson backhander in front, trying to get that over to Steves and his... Skates up with speed, emerging from his zone. Gaining speed and accelerating, but losing the puck. It's poked off by Through, going back the other way is Cole battling with Legier. And we're going to find over for McKinnon. McKinnon slides to the middle, finds the puck in his forehand, stops, shoots, saved, and the rebound is clear. Right point. Down to the right, back up, high slot, shot, save, rebound, Smith, still loose. Where is it? Just in the high, into the neutral ice. Trying to get that one over for Muffet. Bellier steps into the zone, leaves it off. McQuaid stepping in with the shot is wide and the found in the corner. Bringing it out is Ruddy taken down. Poland over the shot. McFadden the shot save. Ruddy now in the Rangers defensive zone, skating back with it. There's a pass to Blackial. Blackial pass in the middle is up by Dallal into the zone. Dallal shooting pad save. Cole is taken down in the corner. A Flyer went with him. Out in the neutral zone, Smith trying to get a stick on it. Roy up with speed. Mathieu Roy shooting just nearing his zone. Kosoboom over for Arbo. Into the middle, poked away. It was a big Jaya skates in, gets past one. Jaya still with it behind the net. Sent it up. Robinson with a shot blocker save, and that will end the... blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dalal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man and open. Who's fresh off the bench, flips it high in the zone. Dalal picking up on his forehand, loose puck. Makes a nice move into the zone. On goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down for Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up, past the ringette line. Nearing the blue line, he shoots. Blocker saved by Beck. Stop back in. Jaya still possession, banking off the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis, high slot. It's not shooting. He passed down right to. No icing, calls the linesman. Legier picks it up in his own crease. Skates around over in his corner, trying to flip it out. Blocked by Paulin. Greeley there as well. There's a collision there. Oh, stretch pass for Cole. Cole skating in through the middle with Smith with him. Cole shooting just wide of the block here. Back. Present in Gretzky's office. Throws it over for Bellier. Banks off the board. Splash Legier. Bellier in along the right. Shot save. Face off near the away penalty box to be won by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets hit big along the boards. Take it out the other way. Speed accelerates through center. Waits, goes around a couple Flyers. So goes around the net, wraparound, score! Up his Kitchen. Stops, looks for options in the corner, goes to Podant. Trying to center that one out over Robinson, but it's going to be taken away a bit. Going all the way back for Roy in the Dieppe Flyers defensive zone. McQuaid finds it against the penalty box, trying to scoop it in. He's in. Send it down to Cole. Cole, who is just near the face-off dot, puts it in the middle. Stevens shooting multiple shots. He successfully evades Greeley. Going to be kept in by Lewis, or it won't. Sends it against the boards. Arbo throws it behind the net. Robinson backhander in front, trying to get that over to Steves, and his skates up with speed, emerging from his zone. Gaining speed and accelerating, but loses the puck. It's poked off by Through. Going back the other way is Cole battling with Legier. And we're going to find over for McKinnon. McKinnon slides to the middle. Finds the puck in his forehand. Stops, shoots, saved. And the rebound is clear. Right point. Down to the right. Back up, high slot, shot, save. Rebound, Smith. Still loose. Where is it? Just in the high. In the neutral ice. Trying to get that one over for Muffet. Bellier steps into the zone, leaves it off. McQuaid stepping in with the shot is wide and the found in the corner. Bringing it out as Rodier taken down. Poland over the slot. McFadden the shot save. Rodier now in the Rangers defensive zone, skating back with it. There's a pass to Blaquial. Blaquial pass in the middle is up by Dalal into the zone. Dalal shooting pad save. Cole is taken down in the corner. A Flyer went with him. Out in the neutral zone, Smith trying to get a stick on it. Roy up with speed. Mathieu Roy shooting just nearing his zone. Kosoboom over for Arbo. Into the middle, poked away. It was a big reverse. Jaya skates in, gets past one. Jaya still with it behind the net. Sends it up. Robinson with a shot blocker save, and that will end the. The blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dalal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man and open. Who's fresh off the bench, flips it high in the zone. Dalal picking up on his forehand, loose puck. Makes a nice move into the zone. On goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down for Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up, past the ringette line. Nearing the blue line, he shoots. Blocker saved by Beck. Stop back in. Jaya still possession, banking off the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis, high slot. It's not shooting. He passed down right to. No icing, calls the linesman. Legier picks it up in his own crease. Skates around over in his corner, trying to flip it out. Blocked by Paulin. Greeley there as well. There's a collision there. Oh, a stretch pass for Cole. Cole skating in through the middle with Smith with him. Cole shooting just wide of the block here. Back present in Gretzky's office. Throws it over for Bellier. Banks off the board. Splash Legier. Bellier in along the right. Shot save. Face off near the away penalty box to be won by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets by the Flyers. Legier, DDD pass to Roy, who sends it up for Rodier, who gets hit big along the boards. Take it out the other way. Speed accelerates through center. Waits, goes around a couple Flyers. So goes around the net, wraparound, score! Up his Kitchen. Stops, looks for options in the corner, goes to Podant. Trying to center that one out over Robinson, but it's going to be taken away a bit. going all the way back for Roy in the Dieppe Flyers defensive zone. McQuaid finds it against the penalty box, trying to scoop it in. He's in. Send it down to Cole. Cole, who is just near the face-off dot, puts it in the middle. Stevens shooting multiple shots. He successfully evades Greeley. Going to be kept in by Lewis, or it won't. Sends it against the boards. Arbo. Here we go, all ready for the second period. Flyers on the power play for a minute and 46. Here we go, face-offs won by Dieppe. Legier to Duplessis, one touches that over to Roy. Roy skates back, circles around his own end. Finds Duplessis on the right boards. Puts that to the middle for Nolan. League leader in points, Sam Nolan into the zone, cuts back. Waits, takes his time before sending it to Roy. Roy skates down a little bit, tries to throw that in front, and it's taken away. Behind the net is Powers. Shoots it along the boards. Nolan sends it back behind the net for Legier. Legier for Roy. Roy trying to evade Stevens. He takes the puck around the net, skates to the ringette line, and puts a dot right to the middle for Duplessis going on the bench. Duplessis into the zone, shoot, scores! It's another power play goal. This time it's Miguel Duplessis. Gets the puck from Roy at center and skates all the way down into the zone. Makes his way by Kosoboom and lifts it over the shoulder of Baskin. Making it a 1-1 game early in the second period. Face-off won by Ponas. Sent back to Jaillet. Cross ice for Anna. That pass tipped in by Ponas. Cross ice pass from Muffet over to Arbo. Flips that up. Bellier, who's out of the box. Backhands it all the way down. Will not go for icing. Cole up against
Flyers
Alain.
first goal scored by number 22.
Smith going around the net.
Duplessis.
Sends out in front. Stopped by Powers, and the loose puck is shot right out of the crease. Jaye up for Bellier. Stopped to the blue by Arbo. Lewis flipped down over the stick of Marshall. He's angled out by Alain to be cleared along the boards. Lewis can't quite reach it. Skating with speed is Paulin. Gets past Lewis. Paulin in. Drops it off. When Rodier couldn't quite get the shot off, was a very well constructed play. Steve's shot almost deflected by Rodier wide of the net. Steves. Jackson Steves picks it up at the blue line. Cuts in. Makes a nice move. Backhander. That one's blocked. McFadden trying to get another one off. Trying to find the puck. Cole with the puck. Takes down Steves. Now back Lewis, giving away the puck over to City. He's now pinned up against the boards by Arbo. Puck's loose before it's taken by McFadden. He'll backhand it. He'll back one back into the Flyer zone, taken up by Declan Steves. He passes that offside as Robinson. Line's been gonna see that one 10 times out of 10. Flyers goal. It's Duplessis from Nolan at 19:28, and Nolan continues his league leading with points. That is his 50th point of the season, and he's only played 15 and a half games. Behind the net is Seti. With it on his forehand, he's being pressured here by Greeley. Behind the net is Robinson getting past Blackweir. Blue line. Kitchen trying to shoot one. It's deflected and stopped. Robinson with the puck. Backhanded over to Declan. Steve steps in, shoots. It's just missing the net. Kitchen keeps him in the zone. It goes past Blackweir. Sari stopping. The stick of Aiden Blackweir on the ground. Declan Steves takes it, goes behind the net, passes it up to Roy. Back over to Steves. Steves with some room, shooting. It's deflected off his stick and hits Baskin. And goes over the stick of Legier. That was around the ringette line. Flyers going to keep it in. It's shot off a body and kept in by Muffet, but pickpocketing off of his tape is Roy. One in the corner. Skates up, puts it back down, trying to get that to Seti. Blakia going to shoot out of the zone, and this will not go for icing. Legier going to take it behind his net. Pick it up on his backhand, come out with speed. Trying to stretch Duplessis off the board. That's going to deflect off his stick and go over to Max McKinnon. He passes that over to Kosaboom. Banks it off the board to be kept in by Leger. Leger in around Stevens. Picked up by Kosaboom. He backhands that into the corner. Nolan tried to make a nifty move to get around Stevens. Did not get around it, still has the puck. Cole going to send it along the boards. This one again not going for icing. Almost deflected by the Flyers. Roll picks it up in the corner. Stops behind the net. Backhands that over for Dada. That out to the middle. That's going to miss Duplessis. We'll go all the way down the ice. McKinnon trying to keep possession. It's taken away by Duplessis. Behind the net he skates. Goes over to the corner. Out in front, Nolan not shooting. Making his way to the front. There a shot and saved by Baskin. Being very impressive on the Dieppe blue line this game is number 28, Matteo Roy. 7 points in 14 games. Not so much a point scorer, but a solid defenseman. And just earlier this last month, he got his debut with the U18 AAA Moncton Flyers as a call-up. And linesman gonna kick McFadden out of the draw. In is Paulin. He's gonna take the draw against Jacob Greeley. Flyers gonna not win this draw. Trying to take it out of the zone. Here was Cole. It's flipped back in. Lewis going against Paulin. Paulin's gonna slip and fall. Now it's gonna be taken out of the zone here by Bellier. He tried to pass that one over for Dobbin. Flyers regain. Out in front. Cole shoots, scores! My apologies. It's not Will Cole. Luke Bellier gets his second of the game, finding a loose puck right out on the crease of the Flyers net. And a very unfortunate spot for that to happen. Puck comes loose. Bellier finds it, pounces on it, puts it in the back of the net. So Luke Bellier, his second of the game. And the Rangers retake the lead here at 15:22 of the second period. Live from the Uniplex in Dieppe, New Brunswick, it's the Flyers and the Rangers U15 AAA hockey action. Baskin poking it into the corner.
Rangers' second goal scored by number 34,
shoved off the puck.
Luke Bellier.
Being cleared up by Smith. Smith finds the puck, skates up with speed,
Number 16,
fires it into the zone. Power's going to cover it. Marshall Smith, the point leader on the Southern Rangers. He leads the way in goals and points. He has 23 goals in 18 games and has 10 assists added to that, giving him 33 points here in the year. There's a shot, score! Speak it into existence, Marshall Smith. It's now not 23, it's to be 24 goals. He takes the shot from just off the face-off, takes a couple weird deflections, and ends up in the back of the net. Make that a 3-1 lead in favor of the Rangers. Marshall Smith notching his 24th of the season in his 19th game. Behind the net, McKinnon plays it off for Costaboom in the corner.
Rangers' third goal scored by number 28.
Chucks it over to
Marshall
McKinnon in the
Smith.
opposite corner.
Assisted by
Circles
number 18,
around.
Cameron
Behind the
Stewart.
net, Costaboom. Backhands it around and be kept in by Lijau. Costaboom finds it on his forehand. Hits on the brace and goes the other way. Not passing it to McKinnon out of his reach. It'll bank off the boards on the center. Some sticks being lifted. It's right up against the pillar at the red line, right separating the benches. It's pinned up or it's chucked out. Dadao in against McKinnon. Dadao firing, saved by the blocker of Baskin, and up into the protective netting. Sterling Baskin playing a stellar game thus far. Has a good bit of shots on him. Only one has gotten by. Behind the net, Arbo gonna lose the puck. Swooping in and taking it is McFadden. He gets pinned up against the boards by Jake Arbo. Still with it, trying to flip it up to the blue line, but it's taken away by Muffet and cleared in for Alain. Alain is in his own zone, clears it out into the middle. Ready at the Flyers bench, taking it is Robinson. Robinson along the far boards, cutting in past Lewis, and couldn't quite get the shot off. Dax Lewis, great display of defending a one-on-one. Behind the net, Robinson behind them in the corner. Taking out is Greeley, putting that one over for Muffin, who clears along the boards. That'll get past Jaye. Anna behind his own net, passes over to Seti. Seti trying to lead down off of McFadden. It'll be taken away by McQuaid. Flips it high into the air, glove down by Smith. Smith flips it in behind the Flyers net. He's also the first one there, but it's poked away and taken by Jaye. Jaye trying to pass it through the legs of Bellier. Hits a skate and goes over to McQuaid. McQuaid near the penalty boxes, skates around. Ball's being pressured by Seti and will be clapped in by Smith. Puck finds its way into the corner. Jaye gets hit up by Bellier. McQuaid holding the line strong. And Smith flips it in behind the net. Bellier shooting, saved by Powers. Awfully close to his third goal of the game. Jaye throwing some punches, and that's going to draw a crowd. And we will most likely be seeing a Rangers power play. Jamie Jaye throwing a couple left hooks behind the net while we show you multiple chances from Luke Bellier, awfully close to getting his hat trick. They have just one too many whacks, and Jaya not impressed, so it's a 2-minute for roughing. McKinnon passes that over to Kosoboom, skating up with speed, up against the near boards. Clears it in past Steves, going behind the net is Kitchen. Clears against the boards, and under the stick of McKinnon, and all the way down the ice. Flyers so far this game have had some trouble staying out of the box. They've given 4 power plays to the Rangers. Meanwhile, the Rangers have only given up 1.
2 minutes for roughing.
Smith, cross ice pass in the center. Cole steps in along the blue line. Goes past Steve, still with it on his backhand behind the net. Steve's pinning up Smith. Smith finds the puck behind the net. Murders in the face-off circle, up to the blue line. McKinnon shot deflected by Cole out in front and put over to the hash marks in the corner. Kosoboom trying to turn it around, falls down, taken by Cole. Cole gathers on his forehand, goes to Kosoboom in the corner, cross ice pass. Smith shot is just missing the net. Thought for sure he would score that. Kosoboom, McKinnon firing, stick save, rebound, still loose. Cole fire, scores. Will Cole finding the rebound loose out in front and will successfully fire it by Powers, making it a 4-1 game in favor of the Rangers. Recapping the other 2 Rangers goals, it was Belliea from Greeley and Cole, and to Smith from Throop. Roy, pass deflected off the stick of Steves and on to Nolan. Nolan stepping into the zone,
Rangers
loses the
goal
puck.
scored by number 14, Will Cole.
Lejal puts it into the zone. Receiving it, passes Arbo, backhanded off the boards into the face of Muffet. Coming in as Roy offside, but dumped it in to evade that. Cross ice pass from Greeley. Lewis off a stick. Donnell backdoor. There they score. Sam Nolan kills the momentum of the Rangers. And that will be his 26th of the season, where Miguel Duplessis found the puck in front of the net, not Donnell. Off a giveaway, put it right back door to Nolan, and that will be as easy as they come. A 4-2 game now. Already 5 goals in the second period.
Flyers' second goal scored
Not even midway
14,
through.
Sam Nolan.
Roy skates his way through, gets way through, Blockweir, putting it out in front, loose puck, backhander, trying to get that to the net was McFadden. Belliea, pass went in for Smith, ended up with Roy, he cleared it into the zone. Baskin left behind for Blockweir. Blockweir flips it out, trying to get that to Smith, blocked off the shin pads of Steves. Declan Steves steps in whilst being shoved in the back by Stevens. Puck's loose in the corner, firing to the side of the net, and it's sent up out to the blue line by McFadden, but no one there. Less than midway through this the second period. Cole tipping a pass, in comes in Rodier, skating past Kosoboom, getting hit into the boards. Greeley trying to pass that one up for Dobbin, poked away by Dufour. Rodier in there as well. McKinnon goes back to Kosoboom, back to McKinnon in the corner, skates up, flips saucer pass over the stick of Cole. Kitchen sends it against the boards. City, he fires it again off the boards, goes into the defensive zone of the Rangers for McKinnon. He sauces that out, missing a couple sticks, goes back into the Flyers defensive face-off circle. Steve's trying to shoot the puck out. It gets deflected by Kitchen. Now it's put to the blue line. There's a shot from Kosoboom, saved by Powers and covered.
All right, folks, time to get out your 50-50. The winner's going to get $107. Thank you. The ticket number is 457. 2039. That's 457-2039.
Face off taken by the Flyers. Jaillet. Pass out off the skate of Steves. Nolan to Duplessis. He enters the zone. Tojak releases, shooting just over the net. Steves trying to find the loose puck, but it's being kicked by the skate of Smith. Cleared around the boards. Muffet sends it to the blue line. Jaillet steps in. Gets around Smith. Gets around Lewis out in front. Loose puck off a couple skates. Flipping it out as Muffet. It gets over the stick of Jaillet. And over to Duplessis. Duplessis. He's trying to evade Dobbin. Jaillet in shooting. Blocker save. Trying to jump and snatch the rebound was Steves. Nolan trying to find it. Trying to find the puck in the legs of Steves. Now it's pinned up against the boards by Lewis. Nolan still with it. Backhanded up to the blue line. Alain steps in the middle to Nolan. Put down into the corner. Smith cleared around for Arbo. Clearing it up for Muffet, who will ice the puck all the way down in the Flyers zone. Flyers knocking them in this draw. Rangers trying to take it out, but the turnover, Nolan shooting. And gloved by Basket in between the pipes. The last two goals at 11:18 from the Rangers. It's Cole, assisted by Kosaboom and McKinnon. And the last Flyers goal at 10:47, it's Nolan from Duplessis. Both of them setting each other up for goals this game. Moves out in front, trying to get a shot off. There was McFadden, but the Rangers come the other way. Cole trying to get by Legier. Successfully does. Now saved by Nolan, shoots it over the net. Bank it off the boards, McQuaid. Bellier in the middle. Almost a suicide pass in his Cole. Trying to get around Roy. Roy pickpockets the puck, skates it up himself. Roy trying to get past McQuaid, and McQuaid successfully defends, and it'll be backhanded in by Cole. In the corners, Legier. Being pressured by Bellier. Robinson sends it high up against the boards. Almost hits McQuaid in the head. Greeley will chuck it into the opposite corner. Rangers now getting some changes. Legier skates out of his zone. Pass to Robinson. Try to cross ice that. Intercepted by Muffet. Almost poke check. It was Roy. Shot, save, and hit into the corner by the blocker of Powers. Roy. Clear on the boards for Dedal. Dedal flips it way high. And will be taken back by the Rangers. Muffet sent to the middle. Throop trying to dangle through his poke check by Legier. Now it's put behind the net. Roy stops. Goes the opposite way. And out of the reach of Paulin, also out of the reach of Bellier. Puck's all the way back in the Rangers zone in the corner. Dufour tries to lay a hit, then puts it behind the net here of the Rangers. Faking going for a hit is Arbo, completely ignoring the puck. Behind the net, Radier stops, looks for an option, trying to juke out multiple Rangers. Back to the blue line, Steve stumbles to his knees, tries to get a shot on. Radier behind the net, fakes away one way, goes back the other, loose puck out in front, and Dufour can get the shot off. Cole trying to ice it all the way down. It's deflected off the glove of Steves, will not go for an icing. Fighting in the corner, Steves up against Bellier. Bellier sends him hard into the boards, stays on his feet, however. Steves trying to backhand that 0-0 for Cole, and will go all the way back down into the zone of the Rangers. McKinnon. Over for Lewis. Puts it to the middle. Over for Greeley. Back to Lewis. Flipped in the zone. At the red line, it's cleared in by Kitchen. Baskin stopping it behind the net. Jackson Steves going up for a big hit. Taken away by McKinnon. Nolan trying to get out in front. Poked behind the net by Max McKinnon. Cleared around the boards with authority and will deflect off of Jaillet's stick and all the way down into the Flyer zone. Skating fast as Smith. Traveling against Alain. Almost boards himself. Alain battling with Smith. Smith out in front. And fanning on the shot attempt is Avery Dobbin. His first great chance in the league. Pass out through the hash marks in the slot. Big hit by Duplessis, dumping his man Dobbin into the boards. Dobbin receives the puck in his backhand. Trying to backhand it out. Stopped by Alain. That shot is blocked. Behind the net, Duplessis battling with Steve. Duplessis turns around, gets pinned up. Multiple players go flying. Now puck behind the net. It's cleared back up. Jaillet steps in, shoots. Blocked. Rebound is cleared into the corner. Duplessis goes for a hit instead of the puck. Dobbin finding it at the boards, trying to clear it out to end up in the middle. The Rangers now going to clear it out of the zone. It's Arbo. It's knocked out of midair by Jaillet with a high stick. That's going to go for a whistle at 4:12. Rangers within their own zone. Bluckweir tried to put it out to the middle. It's cleared back in by the Flyers. Baskin going to make a wise decision and look to cover it at just over 4 minutes. And the next Flyers game coming up on the channel. We got one more before the Christmas break. It's Saturday, December 21st, 2 o'clock at the Uniplex as they take on the Northwest Voyageurs. That face-off not done up properly. Gonna have another try on that. In to take the draw. Looks like he's going against Muffet. Winning the draw is Rodier. There's a sharp angle shot that hits Baskin. That net definitely moved. May have stayed on his bearings, however. Sent to the blue line. Roy steps in, shoots. It's blocked by Seti. Sending himself into the boards is Muffet. We'll have to put it back in for McQuaid. Out of the reach of Blockweir. And pinned up at the edge of the boards by Throop. Seti trying to get a poke check off. McQuaid behind his net. Clears it around the boards. Bellier coming in is Roy. Gonna fail to keep it in the zone, but will go to the Flyers. Legel, cross-ice pass, banked out the board. Seti trying to get his way into the zone. Muffet losing the puck to Roy. Roy stepping in, cutting to the middle, trying to get a stick on it. Still loose. McFadden will find the loose puck in the corner. Trying to be pinned up against the boards by McQuaid. McFadden, there's a shot, deflected into the corner. Dalal trying to get by Blackweir, sent to the middle, Smith. He gets around Steves. Smith walking in with Cole. Smith to Cole, and it's poked away by Steves. Robinson making his way out of the zone. It's cleared back in the center. Skating across the center ice, is Cole. Getting by Steves. Cole on his forehead. Shoots, scores! Give him his second of the game. Will Cole stepped into the zone by Declan Steves. Went for a shot and sniped that top bar. That's Cole's third point of the night, his second goal. And he has one assist to go along with it, bringing his point total up to 21. And that puck is in a bench. With a quick whistle, just less than 2.5 to go. It's been a very successful period, an offensive period for the Southern Rangers. especially after the last game on the 8th where the Flyers took it by a score of 7-1. They since have flipped the script and are now leading the Flyers by a score of 5-2 in their home rink. Duplessis steps into the zone, tries to put that out in front, but it's blocked by the sliding Marshall Smith. Out in his own zone. And it's cleared off the boards. Nolan coming with speed, trying to get around McKinnon. Nolan stops, waits, looks, fans on his pass, goes back to get it. Then puts it behind the net for Dadao. Whilst being pressured heavily by Kosoboom, goes into the corner. Dadao still with it, trying to make a nice couple moves. Duplessis takes it, sharp angle shot. Where is it? With Duplessis in the corner. Up to Jaillet. Jaillet firing, blocked off the skate of Greeley. Trying to get it out his through. He will backhand it out, but stopped by Jaillet. Not far after the blue line. He'll clear it in, caught by Baskin. He'll leave that out for Kosoboom. A minute and a half to go. Kosoboom backhands that out of the zone. Jaillet trying to lay a hit here on Cole. Nolan takes the puck, walks in, looks for an option, is pressured by Cole, so he'll backhand it behind the net for Dufour. Dufour stops whilst he gets pinned up by Kosoboom. Puck still being pinned up behind the net. And it's going to be swooped up and taken. Paulin. Roy, back to Paulin, back to Roy. There's the shot deflected by Paulin just wide of the net. Rodi deflecting it with Kosoboom. Rodi finds it behind the net. He's going to be pinned up here by Greeley, rather. In the corner, Throop trying to throw it out of the zone and fanned on it. Now it's pinned up in the corner. Still loose puck. Flyers take it. Paulin, blue line. Vigel fires, deflected. There's a shot. Rodi trying to put it to the net, and it's blocked off the pad of Baskin. Here was less than 30 seconds. Loose puck. Another shot. Another save. Roy, another shot. That one's going to miss. Vigel putting it behind the net. What a last 30 seconds here by Baskin, and Roy keeping it at the blue line. It's poked out by Cole. There are some tired bodies on the ice right now. McKinnon going to try to ice it down, and this will go for icing at just 6.8. There'll be one more face-off, and the last Rangers goal, it's scored by Cole with help from McKinnon and Stevens. So after the second period, 10-minute intermission, but we'll be featuring highlights from the prior two periods. And soon after, action in the third period of the Flyers and Rangers. Face-off's gonna be a tie-up. Steve's at the blue line, out to get it on net quickly, misses into the corner, and poked away by Lewis. And the score, a 5-2 lead here for the Rangers on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel. This stream brought to you by Maritime Stream Team. And we'll be back 10 minutes, third period of the Rangers and the Flyers. The blue line. Going in the corner. Kept back in by Dadal. Nolan spins around and reverses his man and open. Fresh off the bench, was high in the zone. Dadal picking up on his forehand, loose puck. Makes a nice move into the zone. Fun goaltender Baskin. Nolan backhands it down to Duplessis in the corner. Duplessis skates up past the ring out line. In the blue line, he shoots. Blocker saved by Stop back in. Shia still possession, banking off the boards. Stepping in, Duplessis, high slot. Just not shooting. He passed on right to no icing calls. The linesman Legier picks it up in his own crease. Skates around over in his corner, trying to flip it out. Blocked by Paulin. Greeley there as well. There's a collision there. Oh, a stretch pass for Cole. Cole skating into the middle with Smith with a goal, shooting just wide. Block here. Back. Present in Gretzky's office. Throws it over for Bellier. Banks off the board. Splash Legier. Bellier in along the right. Shot safe. Face off nearly away the penalty box. Won by the Flyers. Legier needing a pass for Roy, who sends it up for Rod. Rodi, who gets for the Flyers this year. Needing a pass for Roy, who sends it up for Rod. Rodi, who gets hit big along the boards. Take it the other way. Speed accelerates through center. Waits. Goes around a couple Flyers. So goes around the net. Wrap around. Score! Up is Kitchen. Stops, looks for options in the corner, goes to Podan. Trying to center that one over for Robinson. If he take away a big. All the way back to Roy with the Flyers defensive zone. McQuaid finds it against the penalty box, trying to scoop it in. He's it. Send it down to Cole. Cole, who's just in the face off, puts it in the middle. Stevens shooting multiple shots. He successfully evades Greeley. He kept in by Lewis, or it won't. Send it against the boards. Arlo throws it behind the net. Robinson back in her front, trying to get that over to Steves and his skates up the speed emerging from his zone. He's been accelerating. They lose the puck. It's poked up by Food. Going back the other way to Spolbaum with Lashir. And we're going to McKinnon. McKinnon slides to the middle. Finds Hawkins forehand. Stops. Shoots. Saved. And the rebound is right point. Down to the right. Back up high. Slot shot. Saved. Rebound. Smith. Still loose. Where is it? Just in the hot. Neutral ice. Coming down from Muppet. Bellier. Sets it in the zone, leaves it off. McQuaid setting it, but the shot is wide and the down in the corner. Bringing it out is the Ruggie taken down. Pulled out over the club. McFadden the shot save. The Ruggie. Now in the range deep in the zone, skating back with it. With a pass to Lakia. Lakia pass in the middle is up by Dalal. Into the zone. Dalal shooting pad save. Pull is taken down in the corner. A Flyer went with him. Out in the neutral zone, Smith trying to get a stick on it. Wall, up at speed, Monteiro shooting just there in his zone. Possible over for Arbo. In the middle, poked away. There's a big Jaya. Skates in, gets past one. Jaya still with it behind the net. Take it up, Robinson with a shot blocker save, and that will end the And we're all set. Third period action. Flyers down by 3 goals by a score of 5-2. Here we go. Face off won by the Flyers. Rota Lijau sends that up, deflected by Duplessis. Down to the zone. Dufour blocked. There's a shot out in front from Nolan, trying to get that over to Duplessis. And then it's taken out by McKinnon. Flyers still with it. There's a shot. This puck around the net. McKinnon sending it through neutral ice, going all the way down to the Flyers zone. Won't go for icing. Roy puts it behind for Lijau. Being pinned up against the boards by Stevens. Cleared around the net. Roy picks up the puck, has a bit of time, uses his space, flips it out in the neutral zone for Duplessis. Duplessis against McKinnon. Makes a nice move, loses the puck. It's loosened some feet. Here's Nolan trying to get a shot off before he stood up by Bellier. Flipped out of the zone. Alain skates into the zone. Onside, Nolan. Down low, back up, Alain firing. That one's off the skate of Greeley. Alain out in front, goes up to the point. That out shot, blocked, glove, shot. Another shot from Duplessis. And Baskin saves 100% of the shots. Sterling Baskin so far being the X factor for this Rangers squad. Arbo cleared that around for Lewis. There's a shot saved. That out, couldn't quite get a stick on it. Back to the point. Annette trying a shot. More or less sent it into the corner. Flipped out. Bring it out of the zone. Greeley thought it was a high stick. McFadden trying a shot. That'll go into the chest of Baskin for another whistle early in this third period. Seeing the replay there of about 4 good chances for the Flyers, and they still just couldn't quite jam it home. They have been they've been in the Rangers zone so far all of this period. Small sample size, however. Jaillet down low, out in front. McFadden with a shot, blocked by Lewis. He puts it right back to Alain, who has room. Shooting blocker save by Baskin. Rodier trying to keep it into the zone. Physicality happening in the corner with Arbo laying a hit. Dadal shooting, another save by Sterling Baskin, and giving a little whack afterwards. Flyers going to win the draw. Steves puts it wide of the net. It's going to go back up. Declan Steves to the blue line. Sent down out of the reach of Robinson. Jackson Steves going to try to find it in the corner. Being pressured by Blacquial. Robinson being pinned up by Stevens. Out in front. Backhander trying to get that over to Seri. And he was knocked off balance. Declan Steves put back down to the zone. McQuaid. Cleared around. It's going to be kept in by Kitchen. Getting past Cole. Blacquial trying to get it out. He does. And Kitchen getting it just outside the blue line. We'll put it right back behind the net. McQuaid stops, is pressured by City, and goes around over for Smith. Cleared around the boards for Aiden Blacquial. There's a shot from Steves that hits the side of the net, goes back in the corner. Flyers so far all over the Rangers here in these first 3 minutes. There's a loose puck in the feet of Blacquial. Cole up to Kitchen. He's going to try a shot. That one's blocked by the shin pad of McQuaid out in front. Robinson being hit by Steves, going to try to pin the puck up against the boards. Flyers making a couple changes. While it's still loose, Nolan going to send his man down. The Rangers wanted a penalty. It goes behind the net. Duplessis fakes the wraparound. Goes to Leger out the blue line. Barely going to keep it in. Back down to Duplessis. Makes a move to get around Blacquial. Now has to go up against Stevens. His pass that wasn't wanted to go to Leger. Back at the point was taken away. The Flyers get it back. Leger can't quite hold on his stick, and the Ranger will finally get it out of the zone of the Flyers. But Sam Nolan getting the puck means it's going to go right back into the zone. Duplessis' shot was deflected up into the glove of Baskin. And at 6.5, Face off taken by Dieppe. Ligel shooting. It's blocked. It's loosened some feet. Taken by Nolan. Nolan trying to make his way around McKinnon is shoved off the puck. Duplessis finds it back behind the net, makes his way into the corner. Then he poked off his stick. Dobbin now losing the puck. There's a stick out of the hand of a Flyer, and we're going to have a penalty coming up to the Rangers. Duplessis skating his way through the offensive zone. Passes over to Nolan, leaves that off for Wall. Power side of the net, but going to touch it up is McKinnon. And we're going to have the penalty call for holding the stick coming up against Max McKinnon. So Flyers to the power play at 15:57 of the third period. McFadden winning the toss. Alain thought about stepping into one, leaves it for Jaya. McFadden skates around. The angle was being blocked by Stevens. He's gonna have a shot that's gonna hit the side of the net, and Kasaboom's gonna try to send it out of the zone, blocked by the forehand of Jaya. He steps in, gets around Kasaboom, leaving it off for Dadal. Kasaboom finds it in his feet, trying to clear it out, and Anna just can't quite keep it in the zone. Cross ice, Jaya waits, skates back in his own end, before sending one over to McFadden. He walks his own blue line, then drops one off for Jaya. Jaya walks in, puts it back to the point. Radier over for Alain. Trying to get around Stevens, stops, fakes, goes down for Dada. Just over a minute left here. Alain, Jaya at the blue line. Jaya, Alain shoots, saved, and covered by Baskin. With exactly a minute already off the power play. Flyers with multiple good chances, just none of them getting past Sterling Baskin. Flyers going to win the draw. Nolan kicks it over to the blue line for Kitchen. Back down to Nolan off the boards. His pass deflected off of Lewis. He'll get it right back, however. Send it to Steves. Pass to Nolan. Knocks it down with his stick. Go down to Duplessis. Looks towards the net. Back to Nolan. He's going to shoot off the post. Nolan still with it again. Going to shoot. Score off the bar. Is it in? Went bar down and right into the pads of Baskin. Sam Nolan double dinks the post. Two very unfortunate breaks for the Flyers, and more specifically Sam Nolan, who was ever so close to getting his second of the game. Kitchen trying to get a shot off, but being pressured by Greeley. Greeley finding it in the corner, but being poke checked by two Flyers, Dufour and Steves. It'll be cleared out and go all the way down the ice. Leaving it behind his own net is Xavier McGrath, who is now in the net for the Dieppe Flyers. Nolan skates up with speed, drops it off. Power play about to expire. It is done. McKinnon's out of the box quickly. Pokes it off Duplessis. Puck stayed still, however. Flyers regain possession. Nolan walking down in the left corner of the Rangers. Skates back up. Goes back up to Ligel. Back to Nolan. Nolan to the net. Pads glove save by Baskin. 13:40. Flyers unsuccessful on the power play. Flyers so far, so much time on attack. And the Rangers not so much. They might get some time here as Smith then sends it up to Bellier, trying to get around Roy. Bellier is in the corner, being pinned up, taken by Smith, trying to get out there for Cole. He scores! And Will Cole finishes off his hat trick, making it 6-2 after the Flyers had just been in the zone for the first 5 minutes of this period. And that is definitely gonna hurt. It was a well-constructed play. Smith sending it up to Cole in front, and it's gonna be a 6-2 game in favor of the Rangers. Blacquiao flips it to Smith. He's gonna try a shot. It's gonna ramp off the stick of McGrath. Jaillet trying to flip it by him. Goes back into the corner. Jaillet pass out. Steve's poked off at the blue line by McQuaid. Going behind the net is Anna. That pass for Seti. He stops on a dime while when he picks up the puck, clears it out of the zone. Steve's getting poked checked by Blacquiao. Seti right behind him, and it's taken away by the Rangers. McQuaid pass up, poked away. McQuaid gets it back and is hit and open ice. Flyers will take it back the other way. Anna skating past Blacquiao, trying to get a shot off, but his stick was tied up, and puck is deflected up and out of play. 12 and a half left. Third period action of the Flyers and the Rangers on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, being streamed by MST. McFadden in to take the draw. It's taken by Arbo. Cleared out. Muffet couldn't quite get it out. It's going to be back in by McFadden. Lewis going to find it in the corner and behind the net. Be hit up against the boards. Arbo pass to the middle. Over for Greeley. Trying to get that to Muffet out of his reach and through the legs of Steves. Will not go for an icing. Steves getting pinned up by Muffet and being poached by Greeley. Declan Steves find his way out. Then a perfect pass to Xavier Dadao through center ice. He's poked off by Arbo, however, stopping his rush forthwith. Dadao steps in, is being held and taken down, and we're gonna have another penalty. Dadao going up and having a word with Throop. But taking the holding call, we're gonna see another Flyers power play at 11:58. Wins the draw. Roy skates along the blue line and sends it off to Legel. Back to Duplessis. Over to Legel. Duplessis once more. Legel once more. Duplessis. Roy shooting. Pad save by Baskin. Trying to flip it out of his own zone was Bellier. It's blocked at the blue line by Legel. Sends it over to where no one was there. Duplessis had to rush quickly. Now it's his momentum going behind the net. Skates up in the middle. Nolan trying to get a shot off. He's being pressured and taken down. Nolan still finding it, quickly getting back up, finding it behind the net. Shoots it out in front. Loose puck. Trying to get multiple shots off, and Baskin will make the save. For the Flyers, Legel Roy at the top of the circle, quarterback in the power play, gets the puck back once more, sends it into the corner, no one's there. We'll have a free chance for Arbo to shoot it out, but Fandon is clearing attempt, taking it back in. Nolan regaining the puck whilst being pressured heavily by Arbo. Legel sent into the boards behind the net. Greeley sends Dufour. Nolan walking in, almost taking the puck immediately. Duplessis, Roy shooting, missing the net, sent back out in front by Dufour. Nolan leaves it for Legel. Roy Across Duplessis, walking in, shooting, another save from Baskin. Just 34 seconds left in the power play. Flyers still down now by 4 goals. This power play is pretty much a must score. Multiple chances, but it's Baskin saving all. Face-off taken by the Flyers. Trying to get a shot off was Paulin. Jaya Todre release. It's blocked by the shin pad of Greeley. And out to the neutral zone it will go. Alain skating around. Then passes that over to Steves. He tried to get that to Robinson and cleared down by the Rangers approaching midway through the period. McGrath leaves it behind the net. That's going to be taken by Alain, passing up to Jaya. Jaya skates with speed, place Blacquier. Jaya to the middle, shooting, saved by Baskin. And shot out by the Rangers, and power play is over as Throop comes out of the box. And icing being called against the Rangers. Throop had just gone out of the box. And Bellier and Smith both pointing to the faceoff being at center ice. Still some unclarity where the faceoff's going to go. Some Flyers line up in center ice. Ref directs Bellier into his defensive zone. So looks like the icing will stand. McFadden into the draw against Smith. Winning the draw with ease is Marshall Smith. Behind it is McQuaid. Quickly giving away the puck. Smith gets it back. Pass off the skate of Bellier and out of the zone. Kitchen going to slam it against the boards. He gets it right back. Going to do the exact same thing and mimic his play moments ago. McQuaid in his own zone backs up, goes behind his net. And the murders out of the corner. He's quickly poked off by Rodier. McFadden in to take the puck. Sharp angle shot. Save, and the rebound was out in the crease, but taken away by Smith. There's a pass intended for Cole. It is blocked and kept in. Flyers still with it. McFadden in the corner. Poked loose. Bellier rimmed it all the way along the boards. Dalal trying to keep it in, but he'll make a safe play and skate it all the way into his defensive zone. Skates quickly around his cage. Cole defending on him, watching him closely. There's a loose puck at center ice. It's cleared by the Flyers. They get it back. Dalal. Skating by Stevens and trucks right through a Casaboom. And he wanted a penalty. Roy cleared down into the skates of Nolan. Couldn't find it and cleared out of the zone. Roy in his own zone. At center, he clears it in. Casaboom picking it up against the boards. It's flipped back out. Rangers playing a good defensive game in the third period. Don't need any more goals. Just need to keep goals out of your net. Puck's pinned up along against the boards. Wall battling with Stevens. Gonna win that battle. Nolan put back behind his net for Lijal. Duplessis trying to shove it out of his own zone. Puck was loose for a second, but taken by Roy with instant. Nolan finds the puck, gets by Smith. Nolan up with speed, going against McKinnon. Tried to pass that one over to Lijal. Trying to poke at the puck is Duplessis. Putting it back in the other corner, it was Greeley of the Rangers. Then a pass that banked off the boards into the neutral zone will be taken by the Flyers and cleared right back in. A chance to get them some changes. Casaboom behind his net. Jams the brakes, then the shot is blocked by the shin out of City. Gonna try it again, and this time we'll go all the way down the ice for an icing at 7:26. Flyers. Cleared around the net, through, stuck in his legs. And that was really coming down to pinch. It's flipped high along the board. It's going to be kept in by Robinson. He's then going to lose the puck out of the neutral zone. Taken in was Muffet before he lost the puck. Smith getting his stick tied up. Gets it back. Past to Muffet. Trying to get past Alain and covered by McGrath. And there's a stick that goes flying in the corner. After a tie-up on the draw, it ends up in the corner. Declan Steve slipping it along the boards, and he kept in by Lewis. Flipping out of the zone was McFadden. Lewis in his own zone will throw it behind his net, intending that to get over to his D partner Arbo, but a bit too far. Ruddy finds the puck. Puts it down into the zone. McFadden with the shot deflected up into the boards. Trying to chuck it out of the zone was Muffet. Still loose in a couple feet. Lewis goes behind the net. Arbo sends it along the boards. Blocked by Kitchen. He's going to put it down to the net. Blocked by Baskin with ease. Arbo going to clear it along the dasher of the boards. Flyers going to keep it in. Going to be rimmed along against the boards. Same result happens. Kitchen keeps it in, and this time it's backhanded out by Smith. Steves leaves that off for Duplessis, who gets hit by his own guy, gets right back up. Duplessis in tight shooting just over the net. Fresh off the bench, Roy down to Duplessis, back to Roy. Roy is hit up against the boards, and it's cleared all the way down, and this time it will go on McGrath, so no icing. Leaving that off for Lijal, less than 6 minutes. Trying to pass that out of the zone, kept in by the Rangers. Stevens couldn't quite get a shot off. Cole was in for a second attempt, but the puck was poked away from the area. Nolan passed to Duplessis. Duplessis walking in the zone, gets poked off and sends it to the blue line for Roy. Clears it back in. McKinnon goes behind the net. Boom quickly back in out of the zone. Shockingly not blocked by one of 3 Flyers that were there. Roy clears it off the boards. Legier off the boards. Taken up by Nolan. That pass for Duplessis. Over to Nolan. Nolan steps in, goes cross crease, trying to get that to Duplessis, but he was being tied up by McKinnon. The final 5 here in the period. Some bodies hitting the floor. Muffet flips it high. Glove down by Legier. And he's hit by Cole in middle ice. Cole trying to get by Roy. Roy pins it up against the boards, flips it high, will go into center ice. And a good play knocking down to the air. Duplessis in against Blacquier, losing the puck for a second, regaining it, waiting for his Flyers. Pass to Jaye, who just lost the puck. And it will slide over to Baskin, who will safely cover it. 4.5 to go. Third period, Rangers up by a score of 6-2. Shot out with the Flyers. That pass deflected by Throop, but he fell down, couldn't get it. Cleared away on the other side. Muffet going to send it past Jaya for another icing quickly. Currently 36. Watching from home, it's the last couple minutes of the Flyers versus the Rangers, being streamed by Maritime Stream Team. Streaming all the Flyers home games this season. And our next game, it's the 21st. It'll be next Friday. Or next Saturday, rather. And the last game before the Christmas break. Cleared quickly out of the zone. Flyers going to have to regroup. Jaya picks up his defensive zone. Skates around, makes the lap. Skates through the middle. Jaya still with it. Going to try a shot, and it hits the pad of Baskin and goes behind the net. Behind the net, McQuaid flips it to Smith. Smith on his backhand, being hounded by a couple Flyers. McQuaid picks it up off the draw. Blacquier pass into the middle. Deflected. Here's Poland shooting into the glove of Baskin. And he'll cover.
Last call for 50-50, 457-2039. That's 2039.
McFadden into the draw. Going up against Greeley. McFadden wins the draw. Dadal trying to get a shot, gets it back, shoots over the net. Rebound finds its way into the corner. Dadal still with it, chasing the puck. And cleared out of his own pass. Steves now has to quickly rush back, puts it back into center ice. Into the middle with Lewis. Cole. Clear it back down, he'll bank off the boards. McGrath leaving it for Steves. He settles behind the net, then has to make a move quickly. He was being pressured. Dadal. Pass to McFadden. Skating right through center. Attempt to split the D, then backhanded into the corner. Dadal. And a fake a sharp angle shot. Almost get it back after a misplaced pass. Arbo going behind the net. McFadden and Arbo will collide. Lewis going behind the net, trying to make his way past McFadden. McFadden gets the puck out in front, trying to get that. There's a shot from Steves. That one's blocked. Steves again going to block it from getting out of the zone. Flyers make some must-needed changes. Rangers in their own zone. Arbo almost getting it out. Nolan keeps it in. That pass for Dadal. There's a sharp angle shot. Hits the side of the post and will stay in. It's along the dasher. Roy into the zone. Battling for the puck. Will get it on his backhand. Cleared along the boards where Muffet is. Muffet gets the puck quickly taken off of him. There's a shot that misses the net. 2 minutes to go. Lejeal. Cleared around the boards behind the net. Dufour. Pass out for Roy. He is poked off by Muffet. Roy still with it. Passes for Dufour. Dufour steps in. Drops it for Nolan. Fires. Saved by Baskin here in these last 2 minutes. Nolan wins the face-off. Lejeal put one just wide right of the net. Dufour pinning up McQuaid against the boards. It's going to be shot to the blue line for Roy. He's going to have a shot. It's deflected, blocked, end up in the corner. And Dufour lays a big hit in the corner from behind on Kosoboom. And surprisingly, the crowd more civil than it very well could have been. And Luka Dufour hits Jacob Kosoboom from behind. And I think he's going to be directed to the room. So in this last minute and a half, I believe the Flyers they're headed to the penalty kill. It'll just be 2 minutes, yet he is escorted out of the arena. And going to serve the penalty is number 14, Sam Nolan. Rangers going to win the draw. McKinnon. That pass, one-timer save. Cole with the rebound. Another save from McGrath. Cole on behind the net, trying to make his way out in front. Continues with his pass behind the cage. Puts it out. McQuaid shooting, blocked. Going back the other way, Duplessis in a foot race with McQuaid. McQuaid poked it off Duplessis. Puck still there. A big hit from McQuaid on Steves. And we're down to the last minute. McKinnon leaves it off for Belliea. Back to McKinnon out in front. He's going to sweep to McQuaid, who has a shot. Another good save by McGrath. Last 48 seconds to go. The Rangers are up by 4 goals and are on the power play for the remainder of the game unless they do end up scoring. Lewis at the blue line, juking out Seti, then passing it over to Throop. His pass to Blacquier. In the corner, poked away by Kitchen. He's poking at the feet of Greeley. Going around the net is Muffet. Being hounded by Seti. He now pins the puck up against the boards in the last 20 seconds before it's cleared behind the net and into the corner of the Flyers. Kitchen pokes it by Blacquier. It'll be kept in. There's a big, thunderous hit by Robinson, taking down his man. And Robinson to the box. So 5-on-3, last 40 seconds, but that will end the game. The Rangers take it by a score of 6-2 on the Flyers. There's a shot after the whistle. And the final score from the Uniplex, Rangers 6, Flyers 2. Next stream, next Saturday, December 21st, Flyers Voyageur on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST.